It is said that pride goes before a fall, and the bigger the ego, the harder the crash. My name is Lauli Bitoye, and today I would like to talk about pride. And absolutely not. I'm not talking about the pride land of the Lion Kings. I'm talking about pride that we have in ourselves that doesn't allow us to have a good valuation of where we stand and our own shortcomings. It's quite easy for us to look at other people and point fingers, or it's also very easy for us to see ourselves as larger than life than everyone else. There are different dimensions to it, and again, I am also not talking about the pride a parent has in their kids of doing good. Alright, I once had a conversation with someone and about a father can be proud of his son, a mother can be proud of her daughter. They are beautiful, but then in a healthy dosage, I guess. But I'm coming from the perspective of where our pride blinds us to reality, blinds us to where we stand, to what's around us, to the people around us, to the effect of our attitude, our character to those around us. Pride, why exactly would we say pride goes before a fall? Doesn't mean that everyone who's proud is going to fall. Well, in a way, we could say yes. And that's because it blinds you. It blinds you because you see only yourself in the perfect light. Have you ever found that it's very easy for us to spot the mistakes, the errors of others, but in our own eyes, we are perfect. We do it all right. Our perspective, our ways, our ideas, our opinions are just spot on. It's very hard for someone who is proud to see his own mistakes. Yeah, I can say that I've been a victim of that for a while. I constantly had the idea that I was better than everyone else. I expected to be treated better because I felt I deserved it. I felt I should be. Once I don't get the top treatment, I feel like I am not being respected. I'm not being treated as I should. So I either feel bad or I throw a tantrum and all of that. Don't get it twisted and don't confuse pride with self-worth. Alright? Having a proper self-worth, having a proper valuation of yourself doesn't mean you're proud. Neither does being proud mean that you actually have a high self-worth. Look at it this way. The seeming opposite of pride is humility. Good. But then as well, just as pride is not you having is not the same as having a high sense of self-worth, neither is humility having a very low sense of self-worth. It doesn't mean you looking down on yourself. It doesn't mean you putting yourself down than you actually are. Absolutely not. It is not pride for you to actually own the fact that you are very good at what you do. You being able to boast in your level of competency is not pride. You being able to admit that you can do certain things that no one else can do is not pride. Let's get it clear. I do know that usually when someone asks you, hey, I heard you can actually solve this problem. I'm like, no, not like that. And of course, if I didn't part of us, alright, we've, I don't know, spiritualized it. I know it's God's grace, so I know, no, by God's grace, don't get me wrong, absolutely, that's wonderful. But it also speaks a whole lot of our what's the word, hypocrisy. You can do it. Own it. That's not pride. You can solve the problem. Yes. You know the answer. Beautiful. Own it. Don't be shy about that. Don't make yourself look less than you actually are. Where the problem of pride comes in is when it begins to blind you. When your confidence in your abilities begins to overshadow your perspective. When it begins to reflect in your attitude, in your words, then pride begins to set in. So having a high sense of self-worth is not exactly the problem. But the moment it begins to seep into your character, your attitude, the way you talk to others, the way you treat others, then know that pride is beginning to set in. So also having a low sense of self-worth doesn't mean you're humble. It simply means you are scared. It simply means you are, withdrawn. There's a particular word I'm looking for. If you find it, beautiful. I can't really place the word right now, but pride, it doesn't make you any wiser. It doesn't make you any better. So the reality is this. No one likes a proud person. Okay? No one. Absolutely. In fact, you do not like someone who is proud.